Yo, what up YouTube? Welcome back to the Nasty Nate channel. Today I want to tell you my thoughts on the Amp mud tire. We have a 33x12.50 Amp Terrain Attack mud tire. These things are getting very popular. They are basically, it seems like a replacement for the Fury tire if you're going to run big wheels and tires like this on your truck. So stay tuned. I'm going to run to Home Depot and get a tape measure because I broke mine the other day doing some house stuff. But we're going to run up to Home Depot. I'm going to give you exact measurements of this tire, and then we're going to talk about why I like it so much, so stay tuned. Guys, check it out. It might be kind of hard to see, but we just turned 200,000 miles yesterday on my way to work. I was kind of upset. I wanted to turn 200,000 driving to Daytona this year, but it happened a little early since this is my daily driver, but we came a little close to it. You know, Daytona is a month away. Just wanted to give you a little update. 200,000. I'll slide a picture in here. I'm just, it's crazy. It blows my mind. I bought this truck with 160 on it and you know, put 40,000 miles on it. It's been a pretty good truck, but stay tuned. I want to give you a sound sound clip of these tires because I've had some people asking about that. So these tires are really not that loud for a mud tire, so I'll show you that, and then we'll get to this spot I like to take pictures at, and we'll talk about the tire. Cruising at about 60. These things, you can hardly tell. I mean, a diesel truck is loud enough, so these really aren't that bad. We're about to go under a bridge here, and you can hear the tires a little better when you're slowing down, like off the throttle, so I'll try to get a clip of that. Cruising about 30, you can barely hear them. Windows up, just kind of cruising downhill at about 50 miles an hour. I'll get on it a little bit and let off the throttle. You guys can hear there's some, you know, whining noise or tire noise. I don't know what you would call that. It's really not bad though. If you got the windows down or music on or something, you're not even going to notice it. So these tires are really not that loud for a mud tire. This thing cleans up so nice. We got the tires shined up and they are looking super good. I'm going to run into Home Depot real quick. We'll talk about these tires. So guys, the first thing I want to talk about is the size of the 33x12.50. We all know that you buy a 33x12.50 and when you get them, they're not a 33x12.50. So we've all seen, you know, you order the tires and you get them and they're way more stretched than you thought or whatever. So the first thing I want to do is measure these things. I'm going to try to get it edge to edge here, and we're literally looking at exactly 1250, maybe even 13 wide, which is significantly different than the last tire I ran, which was the Fury 33x12.50 on a 22x14. Again, these are on a 22x14 American Force. So I do want to play a little clip right here of my last wheel and tire setup. That was a 33x12.50 Fury tire, and those were unbelievably stretched. So as you can see, you can barely see the edge of the wheel sticking out past the tire, and honestly, I'm a big fan of that. I want to see a little bit of the lip of the wheel. I think it looks nasty. Not too much though. My last wheel and tire setup was super stretched to the point where it looked like a skateboard. And you know, there are some trucks and some people that do like that look, but I am a fan of this big square looking tire. This is the perfect width tire for a 2214, I think. So throw down in the comments below if you think that. Oh, I did want to measure from the ground to here. So we're sitting at about maybe 32. I feel like that's usually pretty accurate. A lot of 33-inch tires are not actually 33 inches tall. They're going to be pretty close, but this is just a good wheel and tire setup. The tread pattern is really good looking. Obviously, a lot of people on Instagram or SEMA trucks or anything like that have been running the Amp tires this year. They've been getting a lot more popular. It was the Fury tire, you know, a couple years ago, and it seems like a lot of people have figured out this tire is a very good alternative. I wouldn't say one is way better than the other, but it's just, you know, your personal preference. So the 33 Amp tire is a nasty looking tire on this truck, and I am definitely enjoying it. Now this is a load range E tire, so you can tow on this. Obviously there are people that say if you have a stretch tire setup and whatever, you don't want to tow, but this is not really a stretch tire setup. It technically is, but this is way better than a lot of people running, you know, Nitto 420s on a 2214. So this would be perfectly fine to tow on. Now, if you're gonna tow something ridiculous on it and it blows out, don't hold me to that, because that ain't my problem. But I did want to go over, that's a load range E tire. And honestly, the price point of this tire is insanely affordable. Right now, you can get these things mounted and balanced for, you know, just over $1,000 maybe 1,200, 1,250 in that range, depending on who's doing it. But you are looking at a very affordable tire compared to a name brand. So this is definitely going to be worth it for somebody to do, because these are still going to last, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than a Nitto or a Toyo or something like that. You're going to end up spending at least 1.5 times as much in tires. All right, guys, I don't want to stretch this video out too far. There's not a whole lot to talk about, but there were a few guys asking me to do a review on these tires and just asking me different questions. So I did want to throw that out there. I would definitely recommend these tires on your truck, whether it's a 20x12, 22x14, anything like that. This is a great looking tire. This thing looks absolutely nasty on the 2214s, 33x12.50 Amp tires. I wish I could get a sponsor from them and get you guys good deals, but we are not to that point yet. Maybe someday. That would be awesome. But make sure you guys subscribe down below to the Nasty Nate channel. We'll catch you in the next one.